stupid beast!
You must prepare, child.
Stay away! Whoever you are!
This is no time for petty quarrels.
I insist!
Son, do you not see? You are the healing.
I had to kill Mary!
I have known your pain.
Silence! I dismiss you, now!
The land calls for a champion.
Silence! I'm tired of all these puppet shows. They want war. I'll show them war!
Whatever this poor woman did, nobody deserves this kind of punishment.
Over there! This one's hurting! I'll send you to hell!
So this is where she lives. What a splendid house.
Want some of that?
Dr. Reed, welcome. How are you?
As good as one can be, considering the circumstances.
Yes. Death and affliction seem prevailing themes of late. Please, come in. We have much to discuss.
I hope I haven't disturbed you.
Not at all. Actually, I was counting on you visiting me tonight.
How strange, this painting. Beautiful, melancholic, yet with a haunting dignity.
Indeed. A long time ago, a friend asked me to paint this for him, but I kept it in the end.
I did not know you were a painter, my lady.
There are many things you do not know about me, young Ekon.
Please, call me Jonathan.
Please excuse my behavior, Jonathan. I tend to tease my friends when uneasy.
What is bothering you, my lady? Your letter was quite alarming.
We will talk about this in a few minutes. For now, I would like you to tell me about yourself. How have you been since we last met, my friend?
My sister Mary. She was made a vampire in the same way I was. She was the one killing all those people everywhere I went.
Vengeance is a powerful force for those betrayed. Made vampire through careless error. Victims by surprise.
In the end, she implored me to put an end to her misery. But still, I felt I had taken her life twice.
I am so sorry for my accidental cruelty. Had I known your dear Mary was still alive, I would never have sent you to pray for her soul in that church.
There is no need to apologize, my lady. Your words have...
Thank you, my friend. If only we could have guided your poor sister through her terrible nightmare.
I swear I did not intend that. If only I had known then how vampires are created.
That is the scientist speaking. In truth, most of us do not know how it really works. Personally, I make sure my prey will not return to haunt me.
What do you mean?
I am merciless, Jonathan. I only feed on the dying, and I make sure they are dead before leaving their remains.
I came to the conclusion that my maker, whoever he might be, must be a powerful vampire. Certainly extremely old.
How have you reached this conclusion?
He is the only immortal I've seen appear in an ethereal form. His voice, his words seemed ancient. It was disturbing.
I am afraid you are right. The simple fact that your blood made Mary such a strong Ekon proves that you must be of ancient lineage.
I felt this power radiating like an aura every time he appeared.
Most ancestral vampires of England were killed by the Guard of Prewen half a century ago. I wonder who your maker could be.
You have no idea who he could be?
Some of the ancient ones fled England. Some...
I think I should ask the questions, your ladyship. After all, it was you who invited me to settle this most urgent of matters.
Fair enough, Jonathan. The situation is critical. We do not have the luxury for etiquette.
Please do not misunderstand me. I would be delighted...
If we survive the dark nights to come, we shall have all the time in the world to speak, you and I.
I must say, your house is exquisite.
One of the advantages of living forever is having the time to be selective with one's furnishings. I took the liberty of having tea served.
You can still drink tea.
Can't keep it down, but I do so enjoy the aroma. Let us toast to make-believe, and of course to your health, Jonathan.
And to yours, my lady.
Please, call me Elizabeth.
So, my lady, why, truly, did you invite me here?
I've been asked to deliver an official invitation to meet the Ascalon Club.
Who are they? Really?
They are the embodiment of vampire law in Britain. Some say they influence the destiny of the Empire. Some believe they merely protect it.
How many are they?
Only a small number of powerful and deceitful immortals. All of them entangled in a sticky web of shadow cabinets, influencing trade.
Will they fight the Guard of Prewen?
I doubt it. Fergal was Lord Redgrave's executioner forever and a day. By defeating that beast, you deprived them of a powerful weapon.
Why use you to contact me?
Because they know we are close. The Ascalon Club has many spies. Their main occupation is gathering information and then deciding how to use it.
Have they threatened you in any way?
Not at all. Their message surprised me at first, but it is only logical, considering the critical situation in London.
Why not ask for your help? Since you are obviously a powerful and influential immortal yourself.
You have to understand that I am invisible to the eyes of Ascalon, for I am a woman. That suits me well, as long as they leave me alone.
Should I trust?
Of course not. Do not misunderstand me. They can be very useful, but I believe their long-term goal.
Why meet them then?
Because nothing truly important can be achieved in this city without their consent. They could be powerful allies in this current situation.
Should I lie to them?
We all lie, Jonathan. It falls to you to choose your behavior. The most important rule is to show them due respect.
They have done nothing but impede my investigation since I became known to them. Why would they want to see me now?
I guess they now see you as Ascalon material. They must have found out what happened to your sister. Proof of the potent blood flowing through your veins.
I'm not sure I can accept their invitation. I have seen their handiwork. How Fergal the Beast imposed the club's law.
You have no choice, Jonathan. Even I would not openly defy Lord Redgrave, the chairman of the Ascalon Club.
What can you tell me about Lord Redgrave?
Lord Redgrave is the founder and chairman of the Ascalon Club. Most mortals know him as the Earl of Bristol. He is rich and extremely influential.
How old is he? How long has he been a vampire?
Lord Redgrave claims to be the progeny of William Marshall, the most valiant knight who ever lived. If that is true, he could be very...
Have you met him?
Only on rare occasions, for he never goes outside the club. And women are not awarded members.
How powerful is his reach?
The Ascalon Club may be the most influential secret society in England. Not all its members are immortals, but they are all very powerful.
Any familiar or famous names?
As the richest, most relentless British tycoon, Aloysius Dawson is...
They are not all immortals. How is that?
The club is mainly comprised of political figures.
If you are convinced I must meet him, I will.
Thank you, Jonathan. I understand your reluctance.
Is the situation that critical?
Yes. The Guard of Prewen has called for a second
Will the Guard of Prewen and the Ascalon Club?
I doubt it. If Prewen really launched a great hunt, I think most of the Ekons I know would flee the country.
I think I saw them kill an Ekon on the way to your house. They seem to have a list with names.
To launch another great hunt, they must have collected intelligence on vampire identity.
Should we fight back? I will not be hunted down.
I admire your courage, Jonathan. But the best way to fight them is to put an end to the epidemic. This is the only...
What is a great hunt?
The first great hunt was launched about 75 years ago. In just a few nights, the Guard of Prewen located and destroyed most of the old British vampires.
Why start a second one?
Prewen has always seen us immortals as a threat to mankind. My guess is they suspect one or more of us is the cause of the epidemic.
How did you survive the first hunt?
I fled, Jonathan. Like most vampires who survived that slaughter. And I secretly came back.
You should flee then. Leave London, the country even. I have seen the Guard in action. They are mad.
Your concern warms my heart, Jonathan. But fear not. If the situation gets too dangerous, I shall retreat to my secret Scottish manor. I could hide you in my luggage.
Thank you for the offer. I shall keep it in mind, but I have much...
I doubt it. If Lord Redgrave had made you his progeny, he would not have seemed so surprised when you demonstrated the strength of your lineage.
What is the plan?
The plan is we both try to save this city, you and I. Go to Ascalon, accept their proposition, and use their influence.
How can I save London?
The epidemic is the priority. You must find its origin.
What will you do?
I still have contacts and old friends in this town. I shall make some...
Will I ever discover the identity of my maker?
Maybe not, Jonathan. We know for sure you were made by a powerful vampire. But most of those...
Please forgive my bluntness.
Oh, Jonathan. I know you...
You have no idea at all? You seem to know so many things about the secrets of the vampire underworld.
Even if I had my suspicions, I would not dare give you...
One day soon, I will have to find the answer to this mystery.
And I shall help you in your research, I promise. For now, you must go to the Ascalon.
Will I see you again at the Pembroke Hospital?
No. You will find me here if you need me. I shall conduct inquiries alone, and we can then...
Will you not?
No. I must remain discreet and...
But how will you sustain yourself?
I shall not, Jonathan. Fear not.
When will we meet again?
As soon as you meet Lord Redgrave, I suppose. Fear not.
I want to thank you for all your support and your...
Could you do me a last great favor?
I should be honored, my lady.
Then it is settled. Finally, some good...
Thank you. I appreciate the advice. I had best prepare myself to meet this Lord Redgrave now.
How thrilling to meet the Earl of Bristol in the flesh, so to speak.
Something tells me you're not very keen on the man.
Don't get me wrong. The gentlemen of the Ascalon Club are honorable, but their attitude and opinions are somewhat antiquated.
I see.
As long as they deny access to female applicants, I will leave them to their antediluvian considerations as to the natural order of things. Jonathan, promise me you'll be careful.
Of course. But why the fear in your voice?
Look at me, Jonathan.
I am.
I mean, really look at me, young Ekon. We may be deceptive by nature, but this heart of mine has always told the truth.
Elizabeth.
Go, my friend. But come back to me soon.
Stupid beast! I'll send you to hell.
So, time to visit the Ascalon Club.
Hello again, Jonathan.
Sorry to disturb you again, but could you spare me a few...
Of course, my dear. Always a
Concerning...
Yes?
Are you truly seeking to identify my...
I cannot promise you anything, but yes.
Do you think we shall ever see better days? Or...
I know not, Jonathan. I have seen some horrid...
When all of this is over, the war and the epidemic, we could leave the city for a while. Travel around Europe, you and I.
Traveling is always so complicated for us poor creatures of the night. But yes, I would be glad to travel.
Will you tell me your story one day, Lady Ashburn?
One of them, perhaps. I have had so many lives, Jonathan. Eternity may not be enough to relate the...
Do you know if the epidemic has affected many people in the West End?
I confess I've been more concerned by events in the East.
But this is no common epidemic.
That is...
Goodbye,
Yes, Jonathan?
Good... It's locked. It's locked.
This one's mine!
It's locked, all right.
He's dead! Killed her! Quick!
Recognize him?
No, this one ain't on our list.
Well, that's one less anyway. It'll make McCullum happy.
The vampire I saw earlier. This war takes no prisoners. I cannot enter.
Crush the leech, boy! Die, beast!
It's locked, all right. I cannot enter.
Stupid fucking beast! I'll send you... Want some of this? Shut! Step away! Last warning, sir! Crush the leech, boys! Die, leech! He's on to us!
I hear leeches.
Want some of this?
The West End. Never have I felt so sad to be back home.
Steady, boys! We've got one of them here!
It's locked, all right. I cannot enter. The Ascalon Club. That part of British Vampire Society. Not quite as subtle as I expected.
Support the equality between men.
Good evening, Miss.
Oh my God, no. Please, Miss.
Wait, no.
Don't worry, Dr. Reed. I know.
Your mother. I understand. Goodbye.
She's been.
Do you know where you are standing right now?
In front of the Ascalon Club, I presume.
The Ascalon Club only summons or ostracizes. What is your business tonight?
I received an invitation. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed. Please proceed. Lord Redgrave is waiting on you upstairs.
There has been quite a battle here. I'm sure the Ascalon Club has the money to replace the furniture.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed.
Good evening. We repel the intruders for now.
My good friends, if I may have your attention. Behold our visitor, the good Dr. Reed. Newborn of blood so pure and strong that even my friend Fergal Bansher was no match for him.
Here, here, here.
Come forward, young Ekon, for we have so much to discuss. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. I am Lord Redgrave, Earl of Bristol and chairman of this exclusive association.
Lord Redgrave.
At last we meet. I've been eager to make your acquaintance. I've heard some astounding things about you. Please accept my condolences for your loss, Dr. Reed.
Thank you, my lord. Lady Ashbury expressed your wish to meet me.
Yes. The lady has always been a useful acquaintance, though not always reliable. Is she a good friend of yours?
She's a close friend, and I'm honored that she feels the same about me.
The centuries have taught me never to trust a woman completely, especially if she is a mortal. Too prone to emotions, if you ask me. Too fickle when it comes to important decisions.
My lord, do not expect me to speak ill of Lady Ashbury.
Of course not, and I praise your loyalty. Would you offer the same fidelity to the Empire?
What do you mean?
I speak of the Skull Plague that threatens London and the country. You have been on the front line in the East End, but the time has come to open up a second front here.
The epidemic has escaped the quarantine. You have new cases of the outbreak.
We don't know for certain, but we cannot allow the disease to threaten the prominent heads of Great Britain.
Why have you asked me here?
Because the crisis is escalating. Our enemies, the Garde of Priwen, have even launched an open hunt. The only way to calm things down is to put an end to the epidemic.
You want me to find possible sources of the outbreak in the West End? Is that it?
Ah, straight to the point, like all eager newborns. We shall have time to talk about all this, Dr. Reed, but first, I should like to get to know you better.
Talk? Is that the only reason you asked me here?
Well, no. I also wanted to meet the intriguing Ekon who made such a powerful progeny of his sister. You have not learned the name of your maker, am I correct?
No, I haven't.
Have no embarrassment, Dr. Reed. We all make mistakes. But whatever your lineage, you are definitely Ascalon material.
What do you mean?
I would like you to become a member of the Ascalon Club, and to serve me as such.
Before I accept, I have so...
Please ask.
What does it mean to be a member of the Ascalon Club?
It means that you swear to protect the interests of the Crown, that you become a loyal servant of the British Empire.
Do you have any official recognition from the government?
No. Of course, the Ascalon Club publicly supports the Empire, but the true nature of its members...
Am I supposed to...
As founder and chairman of the club, I alone am entitled to make demands of our members, and I do appreciate obedience.
What is the Ascalon?
We follow the credo of William Marshall, the greatest knight who ever lived. As was he, we are sworn to protect the British Empire.
What does Ascalon...
Ascalon was the lance wielded by St. George, glorious patron saint of England when he slew the dragon. And like that lance, we pierce the hearts of all our nation's enemies.
William Marshall founded the Ascalon Club.
Not exactly. William Marshall granted me immortality, and I founded the club a few years later. The good knight has been gone for so long.
I killed Fergal, who claimed to be one of yours, sent to cleanse the East End of all Skulls. Will his death be an issue?
Do not worry. My priorities have changed. Fergal was a zealous servant of mine, but like any servant, he had his limitations and is readily replaced if necessary.
I agree to join the club.
This is good news. Good news indeed in these crucial times. Let's inform the Assembly formally and proceed with your initiation.
My initiation?
Fear not. Nothing fancy nor dangerous. It is just that we, the members of Ascalon, believe that tradition and custom are the backbone of this country. My fellow members, dear friends, please gather and welcome this Ekon as one of our own.
Is he worthy? Is his blood pure?
Well, speak, Dr. Reed, in front of the most sacred blood. The blood of our beloved William Marshall, speak now. Will you serve and protect the crown as he did?
Yes, I will.
Then, young Ekon, it is time to testify with your blood. It is time to sign the Book of Allegiance. I know it's awfully gothic and a tad pedantic, but England's traditions are the backbone of our nation. Delightful. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. Take your place among the bearers of the lance.
One of us! One of us!
I personally went patrolling last night in the West End, and I spotted
That
at
went
least
well,
2
did it not?
foreign echoes.
It is always useful to bolster the troops' morale, especially before a difficult battle.
You have the makings of a general, my lord.
I was, though very long ago. Well,
So why did you really want to meet me?
straight to the point again, young Ekon. All right, let's talk, you and I, Lance Sparrow.
I'm listening, my lord.
According to my spies, you have worked with Dr. Edgar Swansea on the epidemic, and your findings were quite alarming.
Do you know Edgar Swan?
Not personally, but I've been told he has some sort of immortal fetish and is a good friend of yours.
Does it bother you that I consider him my good friend?
As long as you reveal nothing of the club's inner workings, why should I forbid you engaging in conversation with the good Dr. Swansea?
You were spying on me.
Not personally. I rarely leave this building. But once he found you, Fergal kept me informed. Until you put an end to his mission.
Who was Fergal? I don't see him sipping tea with the others in the club.
Fergal Banshire was my squire of sorts. Even before becoming that magnificent beast, he was a brute. He served me well for decades.
No, I mean, what was he? He was clearly no ordinary vampire.
No, he was a Volcod. All muscles and instinct. Quite the rare breed. Ferociously territorial. Mortals often mistake them for werewolves.
You do know I killed him.
Yes.
Will you bear ill will towards me for his death?
Of course not. Your victory was quite impressive and courageous. You earned my respect.
Yes, I'm convinced the recent invasion of frenzied Scals in London is directly linked to the epidemic. This is not the Spanish flu, but something else.
I would be glad to hear more of your discoveries, Dr. Reed, but for now, my main concern is the security of London's inhabitants, both mortal and immortal.
What do you mean?
Alarmed by the epidemic, the Guard of Prewen has started a war against us British vampires. To appease the situation, we must eradicate the Scals.
I have met peaceful and wise Scals.
Scals are hideous, shameful creatures that give all Ekon a bad.
So, what do you want me to do?
I want you to investigate the city thoroughly. I have reason to fear there are cases of contagion in this part of town. Our absolute priority is to find and cleanse them.
And how would you like me to proceed?
By all means necessary, Dr. Reed. You are now a member of the Ascalon Club and you have carte blanche. Interrogate the locals, follow all the leads you find, and get results.
Have you heard the rumors of some horned vampire revealing himself and singing obscure songs around the city? What is this?
I have this thirst for blood.
Hey!
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Do you need...
I think I'm fine. But what...
You don't have to worry about him anymore.
I am Tadao Kimura.
You're not going to die now, Mr. Kimura.
It seems that I owe you my life.
Goodbye, Mr.
Please, sir. Whether you need to buy something or not, Good evening, Dr.
I may have a look at your goods.
Returned from the war too.
I cannot enter.
Hello, Jonathan.
Complicated, my friend.
Yes. It is odd how resolved...
It looks like the epidemic is spreading to the west.
It won't be an easy task, my friend.
Do you not think epidemiology could be helpful in this?
If anyone can perform such a miracle, it will be you, Doc.
Since this epidemic is evidently linked to the...
I admire your logic, Jonathan, but be careful.
Do you know Aloysius Dawson, the famous tycoon?
No, I did not. But...
But Aloysius...
Yes, richer than Croesus.
Did he contact the brother...
It would not surprise me, but I am certain...
Does the Brotherhood of...
I'm afraid that's unlikely. Ask...
Who could answer me then?
Usher Talltree, our current primate. Maybe the...
Thank you.
Fancy buying something, sir?
Right then.
Someone you know. Even someone you're close to.
Women of all countries unite!
can't believe I'm doing this. I have this thirst for blood. This is despicable.
You infected the whole family! I said I...
seen such a radical mutation. Could it be a new stage in the disease's evolution? So the husband had an affair with Doris Fletcher.
Women die too in this war.
Oh, my dear.
Good.
I may have a look.
Spending that summer in France. Absolutely.
story.
I may have.
was mine! Back in the grave! It's a leech! Kill it! This one's mine! Don't leech! Fuck, he's dead! Take his head!
I have this thirst for blood. This woman's body has multiple lacerations. They're deep, too. Whoever did this was driven by rage. He had his tongue removed and his eyes gouged out. He was a victim of brutal torture. This one's neck is broken. He was young. Probably the son.
You thought I was dead too, didn't you? No, I was just pretending. Doris told me I could have been a great actress.
You killed your family.
They mocked my talent.
So, this girl took lessons at the famous Doris Fletcher acting school. Doris Fletcher seems to be the missing link here. It can't just be a coincidence. I should go to her acting school.
Die, vermin!
Goody.
I may have...
Women's right to vote is only the first step. Women of all countries unite.
It's locked, all right.
It's a leech! Kill it! I shall fear no evil! Rewind shall prevail! Watch out, boys! Stay back, beast! Fear no evil! Everyone shall prevail! It's a leech! Kill it! filthy fucking beast! It's on to us! Go on back to the shadows!
There's an open window on the second floor. I should be able to get in through that.
The beast must die! Get taken!
I cannot enter.
Woe to you, nations of hypocrites. For in front of you stands the tall queen. You can but...
Can that be Doris Fletcher's voice? Where does it come from?
I offer only love. She hides in shadow, ugly as sin. But when you burn, who are you? You who dared enter my realm. Are you here to worship or mock me?
I'm here to put an end to the vampire epidemic, Miss Fletcher.
Ah. But Doris Fletcher is no more. She was consumed by this putrid flesh that now enshrouds her.
You feel anger for what happened to you, but I can help you. I'm a doctor, Miss Fletcher.
Doris Fletcher is no more. All that remains are the dreams of the queen she was, and the queen she'll be. Until then, all shall die, for that was her final wish. Your blood, my children, my beloved. On guard! Your hand is shaking. Touché, sir. Your hand is shaking. Prepare to die. Touché, sir. Arise and save your queen, my slaves. Behold, Kinslayer, the disgrace of she will once die. Will she be the queen again once they share her fate? Whoa! I smell your fear. Come to me, my servants. Touché. My blade shall pierce your villain. Hear and obey, for your queen commands you. Attack! Ha! Ha! You killed my father. Prepare to die. My children, my beloved, die for the love of me. On guard. Woe unto thee, son of Babylon! Arise and save your queen, my slaves! I summon thee, my children of the night! Your hand. Your blood will be mine. Come to me, my servants. Avenge me. Wait. I beg you, wait.
What?
I don't want to die.
And I did not come to kill you, Miss Fletcher.
Will you spare me then? Save this cadaverous carcass of mine. Does your heart beat a little faster now? You fancy me then, Doctor?
No, Miss Fletcher. My dead heart will beat for only one.
Ah! Is she pretty? Is she sweet and tender?
To me, yes.
Ah! I hate her already.
I know. And this is partly why you must be destroyed.
But you just said...
That I did not come here to kill you, yes. But I realize now the threat you embody must be stopped.
Will I be remembered? Will you?
You were Doris Fletcher, the greatest actress of her generation. No one can take that from you.
Thank you. And farewell.
Farewell, Doris.
Bravo! So dramatic. I love it.
McCullum.
How strange I seem to find you whenever I'm inquiring about that Skal infestation.
I mean you no harm.
I'm not here for you. But once I've put all the pieces of the puzzle together, I'm sure we'll have a little chat, you and me.
Stay away from me, McCullum. You and all your war dogs.
That I can't guarantee, Dr. Reed. But I'll let you go. For now.
I should probably leave the theater right now. It's locked, all right. The West End should be safe now. But London is not. It would be wise to benefit from the Ascalon's protection while I continue my research during the Great Hunt. These people want me dead. I need to leave now. So Doris just needed to be close to her audience to infect them. Contagion through skin. Very.
Women's right to vote is only the first step.
Elizabeth.
I've been formally asked to witness your triumph.
But it's you who insisted I join the Ascalon.
Please forgive my giddiness. I'm just...
You certainly have an inquisitive mind. It's quite something. Elizabeth Ashbury, only you can make me smile in these difficult times.
And the same to you, Jonathan Reed. Now go... We'll talk...
Lord Redgrave can play with the brave all he wants, but I won't...
Perhaps we should change some of the club's rules if we survive.
Welcome back to the Ascalon Club, Lance-Bearer.
My hypothesis was correct. Doris Fletcher was the source of the contagion in this part of town. She was probably the...
And you cleansed her before the hunters, I've been told. Well...
I did...
The important thing is, we won a major battle.
Thank you, my lord.
Now, I have
I'm listening.
It's time for you to perform a most sacred...
Recruit a new vampire?
Not exactly. I want you to make...
As you wish.
Good.
How would you like me to proceed?
Aloysius is waiting for you at the Dawson estate. Once the deed is done, I'll join you there.
Before I go...
All right.
Why...
Because he is about to die. And he...
Did he choose me?
No, I did. My decision is very recent.
Does he know I'm coming?
He can't wait to become your progeny, Dr. Reed. Especially now.
How would you like...
Don't worry. Aloysius has had many years to prepare himself. He has...
So shall I just let him drink my blood?
Yes. Aloysius will gratefully sup on your blood. His heart will...
Is there any danger?
Our blood alters a mortal body so deeply.
You invited Lady Ashbury. Wouldn't that be breaking one of your cardinal rules? No.
Not allowed as members, no. But considering the circumstances...
So it's a temporary admittance, then?
Something of a bargain,
Goodbye.
Are you all right, Jonathan?
Lord Redgrave has just ordered me to turn Aloysius Dawson. To make him my progeny.
I see. And how do you feel about this?
I'd like your advice on the matter. Do you think it's some sort of trap?
Do you really want to know what I think about this?
I do, yes.
To make an immortal of a soulless blackguard like Aloysius Dawson will only lead to a disaster for London. The man is already dead inside.
Should I refuse? Perhaps politely suggest that Lord Redgrave turn the man into a vampire himself.
Don't you dare, my dear. According to what I've recently discovered, his lordship could kill you for even broaching the subject.
Really? Why?
I've recently found proof that the Earl of Bristol is of lesser lineage and only capable of creating skulls.
Please tell me more about your research.
As long as you know.
What would you have me do about Dawson?
The man is dangerous. Did you know he...
What would you do?
The man's dying already.
Are you sure your information...
That's a lie. Lord Redgrave is unable to create anything but skulls, if the poor soul survive at all.
How can you be sure?
I made the acquaintance of a most interesting informer.
Why so vindictive? You suddenly...
Forgive me, Jonathan. I hate myself for it, but...
Which is?
He did serve William Marshall. And yes, the blood he covets as a token does truly belong to that legendary knight. But he was never his progeny. His lineage is not so noble.
What would happen if I made Dawson an Ekon like...
You would add a powerful immortal into a suffering world. An immortal who already craves authority.
Maybe I could teach him control, like you taught me.
Mr. Dawson spent his life searching for a way to cheat death.
Goodbye for now.
Goodbye, my dear.
Please.
As long... Goodbye, my...
It looks like vampires have to obey Mendel's laws when producing progeny. Powers pass from one generation to another. That's why Dawson wants me to sire him.
Get them weapons ready! We found one! Snap it! It's one of them!
I cannot enter. I should find another way to get into the neighborhood. There has been a fight here. What a mess. Something terrible happened here. But what?
It's locked.
It's one of them! That leech is fast! Shit!
I cannot enter.
A restaurant where the guests are blindfolded before being seated. Interesting.
can't believe I'm doing this. It's locked.
Give me your blood! You shall learn to respect the laws of Asgard! Foolish Echo! Give me your blood!
I have this thirst for blood. I can't believe I'm doing this.
Die, newborn! Die, newborn! You shall learn to... Die, newborn! your power, newborn! Die, newborn! Die! Die, newborn! You shall learn to respect the laws of Ascalon! Foolish echo! Die, newborn! Give me your blood!
I cannot enter. It's locked, all right. It's locked. I cannot enter. It's locked. I cannot. Enter.
You Londoners are no match for me!
Vampire will I'll never be your wife! How long are you gonna keep me locked in here? Let me go, you bastard!
Are you all right, miss? My name is Jonathan Reed. I'm a doctor.
I'm Louise Teasdale. I was kidnapped.
I believe you, Miss Teasdale.
That monster told me my father was dead. That no one was waiting for me outside.
You're safe now. You don't have to...
Thank you, sir. I hope we'll...
Goodbye, Miss Teasdale.
Spanish flu is not the only hidden killer around here. Good evening.
I'm conducting an investigation about the epidemic.
And who are you?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, from the...
I'm Detective Inspector Charles Albright.
It's locked. All right. cannot enter.
Too many murders to investigate.
Dawson's mansion. Here I am at last. But the question remains, am I ready to make a dying man my progeny?
Finally, you're here, Dr. Reed. What took you so long?
I had to pass several of your barricades and outposts to access your mansion, sir.
Death, pestilence surround us, and time is against me.
I see you've gathered some of the most expensive, albeit experimental, blood transfusion equipment available. All this could be so useful in a hospital.
Yes, yes. Since Lord Redgrave sent me a doctor to perform my conversion, I thought you might find some of these devices useful.
Most thoughtful. But tonight I'm not here as a physician.
But I feel reassured that a specialist such as yourself would help me to escape the Reaper.
Very well. But before I proceed, I have a few questions for you.
If you must, but be quick, for I don't have much time left in this life.
First of all, I need to be sure that you know exactly what is going to happen to you, sir.
I can assure you I'm as informed as any man can be. I have planned for this moment, Dr. Reed. Planned very carefully.
Believe me, there is a huge difference between reading about vampires and waking up as one. I learned that myself the hard way.
Oh my God, man, stop your whining.
I will become your maker.
Well, I certainly won't consider you my liege or some such drivel. You can be assured of that.
You'll need to feed on warm...
I'm rich, Dr. Reed, and powerful.
What do you know about the...
What I do know is that I'll crush anyone or...
Let's move on.
Please, I'm cold and tired.
But first, before you embrace immortality, what would you do with such a gift?
That's a rather impertinent question, Dr. Reed, and I will do as I please.
Answer me all the same. What will your first action be as an immortal?
To save London. I will finance the most efficient quarantine ever seen. I will build a wall that will separate the sick boroughs from the healthy ones.
Who gave you the right to decide the fate?
My money. My money and my pending immortality gives me the needed...
You really plan to build a quarantine?
Yes, it will be tall and strong, separating the wheat.
Let me guess. You mean to isolate the...
This is a desperate measure for desperate time.
By doing so, you will also create...
Come, sir. An eminent doctor like yourself
Quarantine is not a bad idea, medically speaking.
As long as the right people are on the right side of the war.
But you can't guarantee infection will...
The apocalypse is already knocking at the...
What if a new outbreak happens inside your...
That won't happen. As long as we dispose of any...
I've heard enough. It's time to proceed.
At last. All right, do what you have to do. If it hurts, so be it. I've been preparing such a long time for this.
Are you ready for immortality, Mr. Dawson? Drink now, and say farewell to life as you prepare to be reborn.
What do you mean, drink? What about the blood transfusion?
I'm the doctor and the vampire here, so I'll give the orders. Drink, sir. Now.
All right.
Good. That's enough. That's enough, I said.
I will not die. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Oh, no. You will die, sir. Steel yourself. You're already in death's grip. It's locked.
Is it done, Dr. Reed?
Yes, my lord. Ascalon has...
Wonderful news. I've waited for this outcome for...
Thank you, my lord.
No, thank you, Dr. Reed.
Of course.
Go outside and talk with that disgusting creature I saw waiting for you in...
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Good. I didn't kill her on the spot, for she claims to be a friend of yours. Thank you, Lance-Bearer. I shall take care of our new member when he awakes.
We meet again at the strangest of times, young Ekon. So do you serve the Earl of Bristol now?
Old Bridget. What are you doing here?
Your friend, the wise Ekon. She sent me to warn you.
Did anyone see you? It's a long...
Who said I took the streets?
How did you meet Lady Anne?
She came to us in the sewers in search of answers.
What kind of answers did you give her?
I knew nothing of your maker, but we talked.
Lady Ashbury in the sewers?
She said she was your friend, and that she sought the identity of your maker. So I answered.
Lady Ashbury? You know her? Tell me what's going on.
The lady approached me but a few nights ago, wanting to meet the sewer skulls. Once she questioned Harriet Jones. She agreed to help us.
Harriet Jones is still with you then? How is she doing?
Harriet remains angry, but is recovering slowly. Her mind is twisted, but at least her body is healing.
Tell me what is going on.
The lady asked us to keep an eye on your mortal doctor friend while you were away. We spotted the hunters. They were discussing plans to attack tonight.
Wait!
I'm listening, but I do not have to.
Where is Lady...
She said she will go home. She needed to speak with some...
How did Elizabeth...
She presented herself humbly at our gate and asked if we knew of any ancestral vampires hiding in London. She asked...
What do you think?
Her soul is good, yet tainted with a deep sadness and the scars of a...
Why did she come...
I am old Bridget, the buried memory...
Why do I feel like Lord Redgrave was particularly...
Because I used to know him quite well, and he is afraid I may remember who he really is.
You're Elizabeth's informant.
Yes, but my words were not meant to hurt.
No time to lose.
I shall return to my den. Have you a message for the lady? Should I see her before you?
Tell her I...
Do not, for she has had strength and wit. It's been such a long time since I came to this part.